Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, we're going to do a video today. We're going to be tearing down the front part of the motor on the Elcamino, getting that water pump off there, getting the radiator drained out, getting everything all cleaned up, getting ready for some new parts finally. Yeah, it's been a while. We actually got a decent day here in Michigan. It's a little chilly, but yeah, you can't have everything, right? And another thing, I wanted to get that power distribution block mounted up on the firewall. That way I got a, the one that goes to your key switch that activates the starter. That way I can hook up that push button starter, I guess you could call it, from Comp Cams that I bought, so I can do the valve lash myself. Like I said before in the old video, the wife, it's funny about when we're doing that, 30 years together, guys, and just the littlest things. Tap the key. Oh, too far. God, you said tap it. But it's all good, I love her to death. She's my world, and I wouldn't change anything. It's always fun. But anyway, I wanted to get that mounted up too, and I figured I'd bring you along and do a quick video here today and see what we can get into. All right, hold tight. Here we go. All right, guys, I wanted to show you one thing before we get going here. You see the spacers that I had to put in this bracket on this water pump here to get it for the belt to line up? And even on the top here, you can see the washers. If I can get her to focus there. See the washers back there? You shouldn't have to do that, I got this pulley, the upper pulley from Tony, and I'm not sure what that came off of. He said it came off of a, his old Trans Am. But, there's something wonky. You shouldn't have to space it out like that. And if you actually look down the pulley, if I can get this thing to, you see how it doesn't look like it's too lined up, which I, with the alternator, I just now caught that, but I could have swore it was, yeah, it's straight. I mean, it's not off that far. This camera ain't doing it any justice. It makes it look worse than it is. But anyway, we're gonna set you up on time lapse here, and I'm gonna try that feature out, and we'll get this thing ripped apart. Okay, everybody, we got her tore down. I tried that time lapse thing and it just wasn't working out. Hey, can't blame the guy for trying. I don't know if it was the weather or what, but it drained my battery like instantly. So I know the battery probably needs to be replaced on here, but that's another thing. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. We did get her tore down. Which, these small block Chevys, that ain't nothing to get them tore down. But I actually removed gonna be changing the plugs too, so I removed the steering arm here, which makes it a lot easier with this, the way these headers and everything are. I mean, it's a real, them back two plugs back there, right back here, they're a real treat to get to. But I found out a trick. If you actually take off that steering arm, you can get right to them, fairly easy. So, after working on I've had this car for 10 years, so I guess after the years go by, you intend to find little secrets and tricks that help you out. So, but I just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm actually going to pull the valve covers off and make sure no moisture got into it. Like I said, this car usually sits inside, and I want to make sure no moisture got inside them valve covers and it's all yucky. So I'm going to actually take them off real quick and wipe them out. But I'll get back with you guys here in a minute, and I'll show you what's underneath them. All right, hold tight. All right, everybody, we got her pretty much tore down. I got the valve cover off, which I'm going to show you guys there in a second. But first, I wanted to go over a couple things. I'm going to be doing, like, after I get the spark plugs out and get them ready to get changed, I'm going to be doing a video on how to set valve lash. For some people, I got a couple subscribers on here that I've been talking to. I gave, my Facebook information to, as they reached out to me that, they wanted to know how I wired in my fuel pumps and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a video, for them on how to set valve lash on solid roller motors. And I can kind of explain to them, how to set valve on, preload on a hydraulic roller setup, or even on a regular hydraulic cam setup, how to set preload. But So I just figured I'd let you guys know. I'm gonna do a short video here in the near future on that for for them guys, and I love helping people out that needs help, and that's what this channel is all about, really, guys, is helping out and kind of doing some how-to videos, and then some racing videos for when we go racing, when the boys go racing, for when we go to car shows. So I mean, and we go camping. So it's not just 100% racing. And that's kind of when I decided to put this channel together. That's kind of what I had in mind. It's going to be how to, racing, car shows, and interviews with guys that I know that have cars, that's had them for a long time, stuff like that. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know in the near future there's going to be a video coming up on how to set your valve lash on race motors. But let me turn the camera around here, and I'm going to show you guys what we got underneath these valve covers. All right, hold on one sec. All right, guys, this is what we got. We're running the AFR Eliminator head studs, or stud girdle. We got the 7/16 rocker studs. We got 1/6 roller rocker Harlan Sharps. The heads are all studded with ARP, the big head studs, not the little ones. We got AFR guide plates back there, hardened push rods. And I was surprised, guys, when I took this valve cover off here and looked, there's not one spot of condensation anywhere. And this is the first time this car's ever sat outside over the winter, in the 10 years that I've owned it. And I was surprised. Here, let me even show you the inside of the valve cover here. Look at the inside of this valve cover. Not one spot of chocolatey milk looking stuff, which is real good. Yeah, I mean, we're going to put that power distribution block for the starter relay right up in here. So that'll be cool. Let me give you a quick shot of the Elcamino all over. First time she's been uncovered over the winter. Looking pretty good. Oh, look at the boss of the channel made her home. Let's go over there and say hi to her real quick. Yeah, the sun's coming up. To all the viewers, hi.
Hi.
You have a good day at work?
No.
Alright, guys, I wanted to show you one last thing here and trying to explain to you. Look at the bottom of them Michigan doors, fellas. Nice. Yeah, this car came from out west, so. But anyway, this the guy that I bought it from, he had a massive stereo system in here, as you guys can see. And what I've been saying about the wiring, guys, this is what I mean. This is what I've been tearing out. And he had 2 big amps up in here, which I took out, mounted my fire extinguisher. I'm not into that big boom, boom, boom stuff. So I'm going to end up cutting this out and leaving the top part, mounting some 6x9s in here. But, and see if when I bought this car, when I've been saying about the wiring, and if anybody has had one of these older cars that somebody else has owned and they purchased it, you'll know what I'm talking about when I mean chasing wired gremlins. And when I got this car, he had not one fusible link, not one relay hooked up anywhere. He had a bunch of wires running down into the fuse panel. He had a push button starter on it. I got it to where everything turns on and off with the key now. He had all them gauges all wired into one hot wire. It was crazy, guys. And I'm surprised this car hasn't burned down. But that's what I mean when I was saying that I'm doing wiring. I'm chasing down his. I ripped all that stuff out. I'm redoing it all on my own. Crimping, heat shrinking, putting fusible links in, relays, making it run on and off with the key, stuff like that. So, but I'll bring you guys along when we get into more of that stuff. There's a little bit of stuff left on there. You know, I got a lot of it done. But the wife just came home. I'm going to end this video here because we got the son bringing the grandbaby over. Yeah. And we're going to end up doing a cookout. You know, do some burgers and hot dogs on the grill and just hang out with the family and spoil the grandson a little bit. So I just wanted to show you guys, you know, when I told you earlier about the wiring mess, and that's kind of what I was talking about, you know, just taking all his old crap out. But for now, guys, we're going to call her quits, and until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button for notifications, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, bye-bye.